the same? Are you going to change things up? Are you going to go for the middle again?
Probably. Yeah, we're going to keep doing what we're doing, and as long as it works, we're just going to keep it up.
For sure. Sounds like a great strategy. Finally over here to you. When you heard that there was a remix kind of blind side come in, what was your first reaction to hearing that?
Yellow. Go to yellow circle and win.
Just win. I love it. It's so easy. It's such a great concept. You know, we talk about it all day, all of these things we break down, but at the end of the day, you just got to win. Back to you guys at the desk.
Pookie with the most insightful knowledge you'll ever need in your entire life. It doesn't matter if you can just win.
Just win.
I'm doing wrong. Doing wrong. You're winning. I'm trying.
We're all
doing the
winning
best I
here
can.
at the World Cup.
We all are, in fact. But so are these players that have taken the stage. Now, don't forget, those llamas are going to be playing a big factor in how the final $1 million prize pool is divvied out. And Pookie touched on it perfectly, actually. Right now, it's a three-way tie. Yep. All right, and that's something we need to take a look at with those standings, just to give you the refresher. So, Funky Fighters, Fish Fam, and the Chicken Champions all have that silver llama. Now, don't forget, every single match they play, they're also walking away with a prize pool that they're splitting 4 ways. That part's awesome. But man, that extra $1 million prize pool at the end is huge. So either the Funky Fighters, Fish Fam, or Chicken Champions need to win that golden llama for one of them to win, or if you're on the outside looking in, you just want that gold llama. Because if you win that llama, that means you and your team actually win that pot.
Yep. We win the $1 million final prize for the Creative World Cup. So all is on the line right now. Those prizings, as they shake up into the next sets, are going to be so crucial to keep an eye out. The Funky Fighters taking a good first lead.
Yep.
It's not enough. We've seen it time and time again in these first matches of the set. If people who win the first game don't end up coming through all the way at the end. So you have to have a consistently good performance into the next game, which is the Junkyard Juke, and then into the next game too, which is the World Run.
That's right.
They're all golden. All the golden games with
All the golden games. Not the golden boys, just the golden games. I love you, buddy. Now, don't forget, if you guys are watching and maybe this is the first time you're tuning in, don't forget you can watch also at Fortnite.com/watch. If you're watching in-game, you can do that as well. If you go to Fortnite.com/watch, you can actually kind of hone in on a specific team. There's 10 different feeds to take a look at, and you can say, like, you know what? I'm all about the Fish Fam. I'm just going to watch their perspective. You can do that. Head on over to Fortnite.com/watch. Take a look. Here are a breakdown of your feeds right there on screen.
It's an incredible new feature. I love to use it. I checked it out on my phone earlier. And just unbelievable, seriously. To see all the different POVs, to see the first and second place POVs, and then also to be able to pick who you want to watch. You can watch Lachlan in feed 8. You can watch Gotaga in feed 4. So just an awesome feature. Go check it out. It's amazing.
Yeah, for sure. Now, don't forget, guys, we are 1/3 of the way through the Golden Games. First one, in the books, and the Funky Fighters are back to winner. Now we move on to the second game, and that is the prop hunt, a.k.a. Junkyard. We mix 10-point props.
Only the large ones. You can't go with the, little crowbar. You can't go with the wood planks. You can't go with any of that. And there is one of the prizes for the teams that won before. We've got 10 seconds until the game launches. Zeke, it's the second game of our Golden Games here, guys. It's time.
2, 1, the game begins. Now, just a refresher, we can only be 10-point props. So let's break down what these 10-point props are. You've got a snowman. By the way, there's no snow anywhere else on the map. You've got a Christmas tree with the gold bomb on top. Nope, that sticks out like a sore thumb. A giant gnome? Well, I mean, it kind of blends in depending on where you stand. If you hide something behind blue, you can make the hide. A giant teddy bear. You've got the target. You've got the rusted out car. I mean, you've also got the giant dumpster. So, as you kind of scan your eyes across the map, you can see things like the dumpster, the rusted out car, the target. These are things that could be... Whoa. All right, Kaz. All right, this guy is, guys, got the eyes of a hawk. But these props are going to be, they're going to stick out like sore thumbs is what I'm trying to get at.
Yep. I little. Ooh, Kaz, awesome. You see his reaction?
Yeah, even Kaz is like, ooh.
He's like, wait, Scissors was there. He is finding everybody right now. Good vision. And it is interesting. You got to make sure you know who the guards are at the beginning of this. It's the Little Whip Warriors on the bottom level. They're clearing out house right now. They're making sure nobody is approaching. Only 4 teams have scored right now.
Trying to find people. There was definitely someone back there that was, there's not supposed to be 3 trucks back there, I don't think. But you know, in playing this, the best way to kind of go about this is every time that those blinds come up, you want to instant reload right then on the spot. Yes, you can try to make blind fires. Unless you're certain, you're like, no, I know where my crosshair is. That's a player. Take the shot. Absolutely. But when those blinds come up, you want to reload. You want to have as many shots as possible before that next, I guess, shade comes back up, right?
And the Ravens' Revenge being the other guards, by the way. Nice shot there from Taldak. Yeah, you mentioned when the blinds, I've been calling it the black, when the black comes up, take the time to reload and make sure you're taking the time like Taldak to stop and try to remember exactly what you saw. Don't move your POV, don't move your camera at all as you try to recognize exactly what changed. You've got to use the uptime of your vision to take as many shots as possible to clear out what you think is possibly a prop. That player came down from below because he hit one of those springboards. Ayuzi moving forward, Sand as well. They're all going with the targets. Ayuzi gets in just barely because Taldak missed his shot.
Man, this is really good for the Funky Fighters. They've taken themselves a nice early lead. It's only 20 points, nothing substantial yet. But if they can do this every single round, again, another big prop going in. They're at 30 points ahead of the pack. And the only 3 teams behind them, Fish Fam, Cuddle Crew, and the Chicken Champions. And look, time is done. So that's it. So don't forget, Ravens' Revenge, they have already been guarded. So going forward, all they have to do is try and rack up points. This is going to be huge going forward. The round is going to reset. We'll get 2 guards on deck. You've got the Chicken Champions and the Funky Fighters. So now they can try to lock out other players from scoring. It depends on how well they do, right? Because again, these are big 10-point props. There's a lot of them as well. You know, they outnumber you substantially.
And if you recall the first game where the Ravens were second to the Funky Fighters. So, like you said, being able to take your time and make sure that you know exactly what you need to do kind of gives them a little bit of an advantage, but the Funky Fighters really did come out to a huge lead in the first, scoring 5 points, or 5 total. See if they can hold it down right now and keep the lead as it is. Chicken Champions at 20 are not going to be able to close the gap. Let's see if the Fish Fam, the Cuddle Crew, and everybody else can approach the Funky Fighters right now. They're trying to stop that from happening.
Well, Scissors did just drop in with that 10-point prop, who's closing that gap. If they can get another 10-point prop in, they're going to be tied with the Funky Fighters. But they actually have to make it there to the center to make it into the Incinerator. That is going to be make or break. We have 2 minutes left on the clock. And, you know, my first instinct would be, you know what, I just got to go. I just got to try and run out as much as I can. That's actually counterintuitive. Right now, you want to just be taking baby steps, right? Just making sure you can secure the
All the players right now, you can see them down below trying to get the shots as possible. They're racking up the elimination right now. I don't think Fish Fam made it through. Taldak gets one through. Let's even it out a little bit. The Funky Fighters again. And remember, 1:30 to go on this guard. Fish Fam has tied it up with that score right there.
And so has Cuddle Crew. They got 2 props in, so they're 1 prop behind right now. Oh, Action, you gotta be careful, buddy.
1 prop behind. There's the whip coming through as well. So all of a sudden, these teams are letting a lot of props through, or maybe it's the props who have figured out their timings, figured out their tendencies, figured out when they stop shooting. 1 minute to go here. Here's Ninja. He's got a car. This is one of the most difficult obstacles or props to get in.
Don't stack on top of each other. Oh, so dangerous because when you see things like that tight together, you're like, yeah. Oh,
he was moving. Unfortunate there. You've got to press that control key at the last second to be able to make sure you get through. Scissors makes it through. Dude, that's a lot of points racking up. They're at 80 now, 30 points ahead of the Funky Fighters. which is unfortunate for their guard watch. 30 seconds to go.
They've taken the lead for 20 points now. Excuse me, 30 points ahead. Make that 40. The numbers are changing like crazy. But right now, Scissors and the Fish Fam, they've got the lead. And this is huge right now. Don't forget the Monkey Fighters are in the center, so they can't rack up points. We got 10 seconds left. Whoever's out in the field, they need to make it into the incinerator right now.
They don't even have any more points accrue. It doesn't look like anybody's close. That's going to be the round. The Funky Fighters and the Chicken Champions end up closing out that guard watch. See where the standings end. I did notice something though, Zeke, that the Ravens Revenge were at 0 for that run. They didn't get a single prop through. A far cry from their performance on Sky Station Showdown. They were second.
They need to band together right now. They need to rally, and they need to make this happen. Round 3 begins. We've got the Fish Fam and the Sunshine Soldiers in the middle. So now the Fish Fam, you know, we saw it before. They got this lead, but now they have to try and lock it up. And as we can clearly see, it's actually way more difficult than it sounds.
By the first run of the Fighters, they got 50 early on. We'll see if they can get and double their scores and tie up with the Fish Fam. But Sunshine Soldiers also being